The Santos GLNG project is a pioneering venture to convert coal seam natural gas to liquefied natural gas for export to global markets. It represents a major investment in a cleaner energy source for the future. Coal seam natural gas is an energy source that has significant environmental benefits, including substantially lower greenhouse emissions when compared to other fossil fuels. The project involves the development of gas fields in the Bowen and Surat basins, the construction of a 420-kilometre underground gas transmission pipeline from the gas fields to Gladstone, and a 2-train processing facility on Curtis Island at Gladstone. The process of extracting coal seam natural gas is unlocking a new water source for Queensland. Let's take a closer look at how this water is being managed. Coal seam gas is simply natural gas. The difference between conventional natural gas and coal seam gas is that it is stored within coal seams. The geology is made up of layers of aquifers, aquatards and coal seams. These layers differ in every region. An aquifer is an underground layer of rock with high hydraulic permeability. This means water held within the rock can move easily through the layer or rock. This makes it easy for farmers and other land users to draw water from this layer. An aquatard has low hydraulic permeability. This means the rock is essentially tight and water cannot move easily through it. Water can be extracted from aquifers using a borehole or well. Generally, farmers extract their water from aquifers near the surface. The coal seams from which we will extract gas also contain water. The water within the coal seams is brackish groundwater. To release the natural gas, we must first release some water from within the coal seam. This water and gas are then separated at the surface of the well. The gas is transported via our 420-kilometre 42-inch underground pipeline from the gas fields to Gladstone to our multi-billion-dollar LNG plant at Curtis Island in Gladstone Harbour, while the water becomes a valuable new resource for the surrounding area. When water is first extracted from a coal seam, it varies in its level of mineral or salt content. The Santos GLNG project uses 2 main processes to treat water drawn from coal seams. Desalination, using the filtration process of reverse osmosis to separate salt from water, or amendment, altering the chemical balance of the water. After desalination or amendment, the water is suitable for purposes such as irrigation. The required water quality is regulated by the state government. This water can then be used in a number of beneficial ways. In fact, we're spending hundreds of millions of dollars in purifying the water so that it can be used by landholders and the community. Trials producing cattle feed from forage crops irrigated by this water indicate that land productivity could be increased 25-fold during water production and still continue to be 5 times more productive after water production ceases. We've invested heavily in water infrastructure to ensure that we're well prepared and can use this water beneficially in the community. This means a long-lasting benefit to the local community and environment. Many people have questions about extracting water from the coal seams. Some questions are about what happens when water is extracted from the coal seams. Will this impact our water supply? There have been numerous water studies and reviews by companies, regulators, and independent scientific authorities to understand the impacts of extracting water from coal seams. All of these reports draw the same conclusions. There will be small and manageable impacts. This scientific research has also found that coal seam natural gas can proceed in a sustainable way, and it will have no impact on the viability of the Great Artesian Basin. There are many misconceptions around the possibility of water contamination, which of course raises questions. We ensure that there can be no transfer between the coal seam and other aquifers through the well itself due to a thick steel and concrete casing surrounding the borehole. Because we have released water from the coal seam, it actually creates a low pressure, causing the groundwater to flow towards the coal seam rather than away from it. With respect to hydraulic fracturing or fracking, only minute quantities of fairly common household additives are used. These are fully disclosed on the DERM website. These common household additives make up around 1% of the fluid and are safe in the manner that they are used. The rest is simply water and sand. Residue from the hydraulic fracturing process will either be pumped back out along with the water being released or will remain trapped within the coal seam itself. Our commitment to every landholder we work with is that we will ensure there is no adverse impact on their groundwater supply. We have a state-of-the-art water monitoring program in place. It already monitors more than 100 locations, including surface and groundwater, and this network will double in size in the next 3 years. This water monitoring program will allow us to pick up any potential movements in the water early that may have an impact on landholders. The community can view the results of our water monitoring online by visiting www.santoswaterportal.com.au. If you'd like to know more about the Santos GLNG project, please visit the website at www.glng.com.au.